One of the things I learned quite early on, and this sounds really weird, my right leg would kind of feel hollow, and I would get a boost of adrenaline. And whenever that happens 100% of the time, a demonic manifestation is about to take place in the next few minutes. But one of the first times I experienced that when I was 16 years old, and I was just going away to play badminton with my friends from school. Before I got to the bus stop, I just felt my leg go hollow and an immediate sense of danger. I started speaking in tongues, just praying in tongues. And as I get to the bus stop, there's a guy who's standing there. He turns around and he just screams in this kind of really gruff, demonic kind of voice,
Wow.
"You're a born again Christian." And he shouts it really loudly. It's just me and him at this bus stop. He was right in my face though, and he started speaking in some kind of weird tongue, and it was odd, all kind of odd stuff. And I'm sitting there praying in tongues. This guy's a lot older, bigger than me. So I'm praying in tongues just as this interaction is going. It feels like a few minutes. It's just probably about 30 seconds. And I felt the Lord give me a word of knowledge that spoke right into a very sensitive situation. I said to him, "You should not have committed this sin," and I can't even name the sin because it's not appropriate to name. I would never recommend anyone do this. But it was almost like in an instant, the Holy Spirit just gave me something. I spoke out. As soon as I said it, he fell back on the ground, started writhing around, and he was screaming out, like just screaming. It was like he was in pain or something like that. But it wasn't him. It was whatever the demonic spirit was inside him, just screaming. And as this happens, the bus comes up, and my friends are like, their faces are against the window, just staring. You can see their breath on the window, and they're looking out, and they're like, "What is going on here?" And so I basically just step over the guy, get on the bus, sit down with the guys. I'm like, "What was that all about?" And I'm like, I don't really have a category to be able to kind of. We're operating in a different paradigm here, so I didn't really have a way to kind of explain to them. They still those friends, they still remember that to this day because it was that odd.
Yes.
They still remember that experience. So a few days go by, and I'm thinking that's a weird experience. I had prayed about it, all that kind of stuff, felt okay. I grabbed the local newspaper. There's one lying around on a table. And I open up, it's like page 7 or something like that. Open up, and there's a story with this guy's face on it.
Oh wow!
And it was to do with a crime he'd committed, which was exactly the word of knowledge I had spoken
Wow. Wow.
over that.